story never told is the 12 tribes of Israel. Part 2, right? Whoever clicked into part 2, I'm glad you was glad you here able to join it. That means you got an open mind. You trying to get some understanding, right? So now we finna tie in these loops. They say don't bite the hand that feed you, but they did worse. Creating white supremacy into the world of curse. Cause we fell from the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? We got our this. Now we put on our heritage. As you can see, this is where we at. Right? Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. See that 7? Them 7 candlesticks? That's that menorah right there. The fact is our history's dateless. So how our story gets so suppressed is the real. You know what I'm saying? That's the first chandelier right there. See that? See this menorah? Defeat the enemy, burning books and on the wall.
Just to think that this race of black men today are slaves and the object of scorn, the very race to which we owe our arts, sciences, and even the use of speech.
You heard that? Just for our YouTube. You heard that? We hear what this heathen just said.
Forget February, the fact is our history's dateless. So how our story is so suppressed is the real matrix. Research the Roman Empire was a practice of war. Defeat the enemy, burn their books and know no more.
Just to think that this race of black men today are slaves and the object of scorn, the very race to which we owe our arts, sciences, and even the use of speech.
Hey, grace and peace that we here, right? And we gonna bring this thing back out, right? Part 2, right? How we gonna start our part 2? Right, what it said, right? And on top of that here. Okay, I know it's so much want to pull out. Boom. 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 Alright, boom. Alright, and we understand that what? Christopher Columbus ain't discovered nothing, right? Let's go. Micah chapter 2, verse 2, man. We're gonna start out there. Micah chapter 2. Well, first, no, Deuteronomy, because we read that, y'all just pick up right from part 1, right? So Deuteronomy chapter 28 said these many atrocities befell the black Jewish slaves, right? And it said what? Deuteronomy 28. From the Babylonian Timbuktu. Right? That's what it said from right here. Babylonian Timbuktu, right? So let's go. Deuteronomy chapter 28. Let's read Deuteronomy 1 verse 1 to make sure. Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1.
This Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
Unto all Israel.
Understand that. That's you Moors, that's you Jews. Alright, now let's jump over verse. Let's jump to chapter 28. Because these be the words that Moses spake unto all who? Israel. So he ain't speaking to everybody. See? That's what we're going to understand. We learn the whole Bible. He's only talking to the Israelites. But we're talking about Deuteronomy right here, right? So Deuteronomy 28, and we're going to start at verse 15.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
But it shall come to pass.
It shall what?
It shall come to pass.
See that? That's future prophecy, right? That's future judgment. That's what's going to happen. Future, it must happen. We just read lures that talking about the history. So it must, and it shall come to pass. Read on.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If y'all will do what?
Hearken to the voice, unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Hearken meaning to listen. Read on.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Right.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
They shall do what?
Come upon thee and overtake thee.
See, all these curses, and our brothers, is curses a good thing, a bad thing, man? Bad, super bad. All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And who's saying this? Moses come out of the Heavenly Father's mouth. So if the Heavenly Father, your creator, cursed you, can you do anything to get out of that? That's why we see in the history of what befell the who? The Moors, the black Jews. It only dealt with them. Is anybody, now we read, he said only to Israel. So is anybody else dealing with these issues? Right here in Deuteronomy 28, from what we understand so thus far? No. All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Let's go to the main one. Let's go to 68. We're going to read through these. Let's go to 68. We're getting straight to the point, man, because we got brothers that are educated. So-called Moors, so-called Negroes, Jews, right? That read. When how stuff a black man put in a book, we read here, right? So you understand, if you saw part 1, you locked in right now. 68.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
And do what?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Again, that means a second time. Again. Okay, I'm going to read, you hold that, brother. I'm going to read Deuteronomy 5 and 6. And y'all take notes because you'll be able to go back. Pause the screen, you'll be able to go back, YouTube. All right, Deuteronomy 5 and 6. It says, I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee, you Israelites, out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. That's what Egypt means, house of bondage. Not the land only. Egypt means the house of bondage. That's what he's saying right here in 68. So read 68 again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. With ships.
With what?
With ships.
See, that's cargo slave ship, slavery. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Right.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Yeah, that's the proof, because it said we were scattered. We read in the Luz in part 1, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So thou shalt see it no more again. What we won't see no more again. I got you. Galatians 4 and 26. What I'm going to read it though. It's a crash course. Crash course for these Moors. Galatians chapter 4 verse 26. And it reads, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all. Who's us all? Israel, Jew, Moor. Jerusalem is the motherland. So when we read Deuteronomy 26:8, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou, you shall see it no more again. You weren't going to see homeland no more again. You weren't going to see Jerusalem again. And we haven't seen it again. We still talking about we Moors and Jews and we black and we everywhere else but our homeland. This only fits us. Right? And it says, read on, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. See that? And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. Who was sold throughout history?
The Israelites.
The Israelites, the Jews, the Moors. We read this in these books. Sold unto who? Unto your enemies. Now, who were sold to? We could connect the dots. The Europeans, the Grecians, the English. You can tell by your last name. You brothers talking about your Moors? Or talking about your African? I'm sorry, that's you African brothers that would hold on to that. You can ask your brother last name, and it's love, man. Brother gonna tell you Williams, Wilson. You know? What are these names? Where do we get these names? Where do we get these European French names from? Hunter, Gibson. I'm just spitting out stuff. You know, Hernandez, Garcia. Where do these names come from? Ye shall be sold unto your enemy. That's how you got them names. Everybody know they got their last name, but we're not connecting the dots. Unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. That means slave men and slave women, and no man shall buy you. That means no man shall redeem you. No one's going to redeem you or save you out of this condition, right? Look at history. We can go back as far as we can. What we want to talk about? What Marcus Garvey? You want to talk about the Black Panther movement? You want to talk about civil rights movement? What you want to talk about your black president, your Obama? He's African. See, President Obama. Oh, what was his name? What's his full name? Barack Obama.
There we go.
See, so again, the last names. He's a so-called Libyan, or you know what I'm saying, Libyan or Canaan, one of those. All right. You get that Bible dictionary real quick for me, Av, if you don't mind, bro. Grab that Bible dictionary for me, because what we gotta understand is, you know, we're not African, and we're gonna prove it. We're gonna prove it, right? Bible dictionary. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, no man shall buy you. So again, black president, it wasn't no so-called black president. He wasn't no Negro. He wasn't a Jew. He wasn't a Moor. But you got to remember, Moor is some part of religion. See, that's another thing with these other religions. See, Moor is something anybody can be a part of, right? You got these so-called black brothers that got European women or European wives or a damn Asian wife. How are you a Moor? How are you a so-called Moor? You see what I'm saying? But you got a heathen damn wife. So that's how we know that's another rabbit hole. It's another false religion. Just, you see what I'm saying? Brothers just want to be deep with some paperwork and there's no responsibility. We read here you broke the laws of God. So y'all don't want to deal with that. That's why that's why some of you brothers that want to stick in that more shit. That's why we call it more shit. It's just more rabbit. It's another rabbit hole. Just something else for you to just try to be off in too deep, but you still ain't doing nothing. The Most High ain't dealing with you.
Right.
And that death angel, he ain't playing. See, wages of sin are death. We wonder why we get shot down in the street. Last hire, first fire. No justice, no peace. How you getting your head peeled off day after day after day and there's no justice? Because you ain't keeping God's laws. Not filling out paperwork going to damn court. Talking about getting free.
Right.
That's not the answer.
They're trying to establish a more license card.
That shit is trash, man.
Yeah.
And we're going to just call it like it is, man. So go ahead and read that to give the proof of we're not African. And the scientists know this. Go ahead and show them what book that is.
This is the Bible Dictionary, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
Right.
Zondervan, which is, hey, is that the name of the man who wrote this? Because I'm trying to.
Zondervan, I think it's far like a company, like the Cambridge.
Oh, okay, yeah, like, okay. Well, anyways, this is Zondervan Bible Dictionary by the oppressor scholars. You know what I'm saying? They put this Bible together, this Bible Dictionary together, right? And they know somewhat of the truth and who we are as a people and who these other nations are. We're going to get a description of a nation that we're not.
Right.
All right. It says Ham. We're in Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
Right, because Noah had three sons. Noah had Ham, Shem, and Japheth. So Ham,
the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood.
He was born when?
96 years, probably 96 years before the flood.
Okay.
And one of the 8 persons to live through the flood.
Okay.
He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negro.
You see that he became the progenitor of the dark race. I mean, the darkest people came from him. He was the darkest at the time. He was the progenitor of the dark races. Read on. Not what?
Not the Negro.
Not the who?
Not the Negroes.
See that? Not these people. Not the real Jews. Not the Moors. That's what that's saying. They know that Africans are different people. Read on. This is why. Read on.
But the Egyptians.
The Egyptians are from Ham.
Ethiopians.
Ethiopians come from Ham.
Libyans. And
Canaanites. Those are native. That's why we call them native Africans. Again, in part 1, we say you got native Africans, you got the real Jews, the Moors, and you got Arabs. These are 3 different people that are considered African or considered black. That's black and African are blankets. Just a blanket. Just like if you say Asia, right? But you got Chinese, Japanese, Filipino, Vietnamese, Southern and Northern Korean. They're all Asian. And guess what? They don't call themselves yellow. You see, you got to understand, you got to pay attention to the words. Asian, that's like 6 damn nationalities. African, that's 3 nationalities. Again, Native Africans, Moors, Israelites, Jews, and Arabs, black. You see that? We just read that. Read that one more time for him. Ham, the progenitor.
The progenitor of the dark races. Not the Negro.
Not the Negroes, not the Jews, not the Moors.
But the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
Right, and you got to get the understanding by Exodus. Read Exodus. All right? The Egyptians made the Israelites serve with great rigor. Different people. But they were both what? Dark skinned. Then they're gonna show you in the movies that the Israelite the Israelites or the Jews were black, and then make the damn Egyptians white. They had to make everybody white to hide your history. All right, so we got that understanding. And no man shall buy you, right? No man shall redeem you. So again, we had civil rights movement. We had the Black Panther Party, right? No gun, no hands up, no shoot. Now you got Black Lives Matter. Now brothers think, okay, Moors, you got to get your paperwork. You got to claim your nationality. You got your sovereign. Bro, please,
do all of that, man.
Everything but repent, man.
Can I get let me get 1 John 5:3 real quick, man.
Yeah. I mean we got deep to Deuteronomy, but go ahead.
Oh, no, let's go.
We got it because they don't understand, bro. So I got you. But you know what I'm saying? Let's go back to Deuteronomy. Okay, now we read 28. So now let's understand the history. What else happened to these people? Deuteronomy 28:37. No, let's read 16. 28:16.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Who's that fit? We're talking about the curses that deal with only the Moors, the Jews, right? We're Moors, yeah, we're Jews, we're the black people, right? The Israelites. So it says, Curse shall it be in the city, and curse shall it be in the field. Well, who's that fit? Curse in the city. Everywhere you go, man. Last hired, first fired. See what I'm saying? Gentrification. Anything, court, anything in the city. Who's cursing the city? And cursing the field. That's history. Who's cursing the field? Who's picking sugarcane cotton? Who's picking all this stuff? Who to this day, what nation of people are in the strawberry fields, picking strawberries right now in Plant City?
Right.
That's all Northern Kingdom, but that's so-called Mexicans, man. Mexicans goes back, history goes back to what? Mayans, Aztec, Olmecs. Yeah, for you Moors, Olmecs. Right, them are that's the Northern Kingdom of Israel. That goes back to.
Yeah, because because they were like the that's them Olmec heads is what the Aztec Indians and everything
all that history goes back to what the Native Americans.
They fell off because that's idolatry. They didn't keep their, you know what I'm saying, what they came over here to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they, you know what I mean?
That's why Christopher Columbus, the Most High sent Christopher Columbus at their ass.
Right.
And we reading about that right now. Cursing the city, cursing the field, right? Verse 32.
Verse 32.
We're going to read the whole thing. You read 15 through 68, like your parents tell you, if you don't listen to me, this is what's going to happen. If you be good, this will happen. So 1 through 14 are the blessings. 15 through 68 is what our ancestors, the Israelites, did not obey the Heavenly Father law. So now these curses come upon his children. That's what we're dealing with today. That's how we identify with who the Jews are, who the Moors are, who the blacks are. Right out of this Bible. History book, not no damn religion. Read 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
You see that? That didn't happen to everybody. Given up how? Through slavery. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long.
Mm-hmm.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
See that? There should be no might in thine hand. Why? They were traded off into slavery. Boom. The slave master Williams then came up to pick up slave master right here from Gibson, and they gone. You going to the Gibson plantation. Whoa, ain't nothing. And there shall be no might in thine hand. That's it. Who happened to? Period. After that, who happened to? That's a curse right there. Okay, jump down to verse 37.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
See that? And thou, you Israelites, you Moors, shall become an astonishment. See that? You walk around now, look at our men. Our men are now, like my brother used to say, we done took baggy jeans off the shelf. They done took baggy jeans off the shelf. Now you got skinny jeans on the shelf, and they're sagging. That's an astonishment. You got brothers wearing sag jeans too tight. You niggas wasn't doing that 20 years ago, man. Astonishment. Our women are wearing blonde weave, bruh. Red, pink, blue weave, orange weave. That's an astonishment. You don't know who you are. All the history, it's out there now. And brothers want to be Moors or just want to be black. You see? Thou shalt become an astonishment. Like, wow, look at these people. These God's chosen people, and they living like this, how they moving? Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. They don't know who the hell they are. Again, we got NBA players. We got brothers, they got millions of dollars, man. No knowledge of self. Doctors, lawyers, all this stuff. Got all kind of crap. No knowledge of self, man. They'll sell on the application and put black. Thou shalt become an astonishment, read.
And a proverb.
A proverb. You want to hire some blacks? Put in the book. Niggas love chicken. And spics love to carry knives. All that. These are proverbs. Read on.
And a byword.
And a byword, nigga. African American, Mexican, Cuban, Haitian. You know, I'm a 5%er. See that? More is a byword. Black is a byword. See that? America. Ain't nobody damn American. It ain't just us. Nobody's American. United States of America is a damn corporation. Look at the dollar bill. That shows history in the currency of proof of captivity. Just study the dollar bill. It's all there. That's why we got this one book that says hidden in plain sight. You're God's chosen people. You're the cream of the crop, man. You the cream of the pudding, right? The butter from the duck, man. We're the greatest people on earth. So thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations. All nationalities are going to call you this.
Right. Right.
They're calling you everything but your God-given name. So again, that's why we say Moor is just another rabbit hole. Yeah, we're the Moors, but that's not who you originally are. That's a byword, man. Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. So we got brothers over in Australia talking about they Australians. See that? Brothers in Asia talking about I'm an Asiatic black man.
That'd be killing me right
You see that? What is that? An Asiatic black man. We're destroyed, man. We got to deal with it. Us brothers here, we dealt with it. That's why we're sharing.
Right. It was at one point Benjamite, their proverb name is Jamaican.
Right.
And once upon a time, they couldn't stand this damn place. You know what I'm saying? Babylon. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they would love to. And the brothers over here, their brothers over here and sisters over here, they call us Yankee boy and Yankee girl. And you know what I'm saying? Now they love this place more. You know what I'm saying? Now they starting to call themselves Jamaican.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Another damn byword.
They love this place now that they're starting to, they took out the Macon and put Jamaican instead. So they, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, to make themselves a part of Babylon.
Everybody
Yankee boy them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now they Jamaican.
Now they
See? See?
love Yankee. Me love Yankee.
Let's read on. Let's read on. Jump down to verse 41. Because we understand the Most High repeats itself. It ain't just here in the world. That's why my brother, shout out to Priest Jedi, man. We said if this Bible was just a memo, like how they taught us, God love everybody, come as you are, do whatever you want. God loves you. Like Grandma say, God loves you. Do whatever you want, baby. In that case, the Bible wouldn't be this thick.
Right.
We'll have some for blacks and Hispanics put in a book.
Right. It'll be on something like
It'll be
that.
on a little postcard. Right? But then we ain't got no postcard. We got pages and we read. Right? Verse 41.
Verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters.
Right, have children,
But thou shalt not enjoy them.
You ain't gonna enjoy your children. Why?
For they shall go into captivity.
We just read that in verse 32. It only happened to what? One nation of people. Where our people were going and sold into captivity. Right? Now let's go. We got to read on. Read verse 43.
Verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Right, that's the other nations. The Africans, the Arabs, the Chinese, Japanese, and the damn Europeans, the oppressors. The stranger, because we're the kings of the earth. Right? And we're going to get that. The stranger that was within thee shall come upon thee very high, meaning he's above us. If you read 1 through 15, they talk about the blessings. But now we get the curses, so this is what you get. Thou shalt be, the stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high. Read on.
And thou shalt come down very low.
We're at the bottom of society right now. It don't matter if you got $1 million, where your people at? You still think you're black and you're a damn Moor.
Right.
Or you're a Negro. You still at the bottom of society. You still got to get permission. We got millions of dollars, but you got to get permission from your oppressor. You see? And we got to understand another thing is now women back in the hood, niggas be like, hey, let me hold something. What you don't understand is your oppressor letting you hold something now. You niggas ain't free. We're not free. Your oppressor just let you hold something. So what happened when he blow your brains out? Where's your money? What happened when he lock your ass up? Where's your money?
Right.
Huh? You got millions of dollars, but you gotta get your tag renewed. You gotta suspend a driver's license. Guess where your ass going? If you're a millionaire and you get caught with a suspended driver's license, what's gonna happen to your ass?
You going to jail.
You see that?
Oh yeah.
How are you free? You see that?
Can't buy your way out of that.
Yeah, you can't buy your way out of that. 44.
Verse 44. He shall lend to thee.
He's gonna lend to you. If you want a car, where you gotta go to? You want a college loan, right? You want a birth certificate? Definitely. Where you gotta go?
A barber's something grant.
Right.
What is it called?
Barber license.
You know what I'm saying? To get him a little something grant. It's called.
Anything that you want. What he said? He shall lend to thee.
Right.
Read on.
Pell Grant.
Pell Grant. Pell Grant. That's right.
Go for school, right?
Yeah.
He shall lend to thee.
And he shall be head. No. And he shall lend to thee.
Right.
And thou shalt not lend to him.
You see that? You ain't gonna lend to him. He gonna lend you. You gotta go to him for something. Right. And the person ain't coming up for nothing. If he coming to you, he coming to you for what he want his yard cut.
Right.
Yeah. He coming to you because you want his car washed. He's coming to you because he got a plumbing problem. He ain't coming to you for nothing that he, you know what I'm saying, nothing that's over his head. He coming to you for the, you know what I'm saying, you're
small little.
It's little crumb shit.
Make sure you ain't gonna get rich off that.
You see? He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. Read on.
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Why? Because my Heavenly Father has spoken. He said this was going to happen. Only you Israelites. Who else fit this as a nation of people? Only the Jews, the Moors, the Israelites, you Negroes. Verse 45. Moreover, it's more. Moreover, it ain't just enough. You think just 15 through 40, that's a lot, right? There's more. Read.
All these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee.
See, now we're talking about Heavenly Father. So that means he's showing you right here. Are you going to be able to get out of that? Moreover, not just some of them, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee. So that, hey, if you move, let's say, brother, man, I'm moving, man. I'm getting out of America, man. I'm moving, man. I'm going back to Africa. Or I'm going to Europe. Or I'm going to Canada.
That's right.
Okay. Hey, and shall pursue thee. Why? Because you inherited this. It's by blood. It's in your seed. It's the bloodline. It ain't the area you live. And shall pursue thee and overtake thee. So you're not going to be able to get out of it, man. Okay? Till, read on.
And overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
You destroy, what that mean? Destroy mean mentally, spiritually destroyed. Because you still here, you still breathing. But some of you brothers, we always say brothers because we address the brothers. Brothers are the leaders. The men are the leaders of the household, man. That's why when they attacked us, they got the men out of the house. See? I ain't trying to drift, but the most possessive spoil of war is a woman. That's why niggas are dead or in jail, and our women get Section 8 and food stamps. That's war-like tactic. We read over in exile. We got to understand, you Moors, you Jews, you Israelites, you're prisoners of war and don't even know it. Till thou be destroyed. That's why you're destroyed. You're destroyed from that. Okay? Your knowledge of self is what's destroyed. Read on.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
And this is why. Because thou did what?
Hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
You didn't keep him.
To keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee.
That's why we got hit with these curses. Right, which he commanded thee. That's why we got hit with these curses. That's why we got hit with this. Because we didn't serve him. Who didn't? Our ancestors didn't. So we inherited what our ancestors disobeyed. Read on.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Who was that? These curses gonna be upon. They shall be upon thee for a sign. Like, damn. See, like what we doing right now? Brothers done dig. We got some Moors. We're still digging. They shall be upon thee for a sign. We're searching and trying to figure out why we're going through this as a nation of people. Why are we getting shot down the street? Why all these things only happen to us? Chinese men ain't get shot down the street. These things don't happen to Arab, man. Arab boy get shot down, man. This is gonna be all hell for the break loose, man. They only doing it to one nation of people. Why is that? And they wander and upon thy seed forever. Verse 47. And this is why also, because.
Verse 47, because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
We read that in the Jews and Moors when they tried to keep the Sabbath day. That you know what I'm saying? That mirrored history, what our people were trying to do, keeping the Sabbath. Right? Read on, verse 48.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
You see that? Therefore what?
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
You see why? Because till thou be destroyed. So now we're destroyed and we're doing what? We're serving our enemies. And how are we doing that? Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
See, the Most High sent them other nations against us. They didn't just build up the curses to come against kings of the earth. We broke the covenant to the Heavenly Father. And he said, okay, go get them. Read on.
In hunger.
In hunger.
And in thirst. And in nakedness.
So for food, water, and clothing, what we got to go to? We don't own nothing. Let's get on. Come on. Ain't no Michael Jordan. Ain't no Puffy. Ain't no Sean John. Come on, man. We don't own no clothing factories. So Sean John is just a middleman. Yeah. That's it. We don't own anything. Sean John still got to pay for his water. He still got to pay for food. He got to go to food. We don't own no food. Grocery stores or nothing, none of that. So for hunger and thirst and nakedness, we got to serve our enemies for. Right? Read on.
And in want of all things.
Everything. Birth certificate down to your death certificate. We just read to go to college. Right? And in want of all things. You want a driver's license. Think about if you want to drive. You got to get a driver's license. Then you got to buy a car from them. Then you got to get the car insured. And you got to get a tag and get it registered, niggas. And you got to go somewhere and put gas in it. And you got to go to them to get it maintained and serviced. Or you might have a so-called black mechanic. Okay, who we paying for lights and water? Where you getting the parts from? There's nowhere to run. The Heavenly Father said, they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder upon thy seed forever, bro. Y'all got to deal with this, you Moors.
Right.
You Jews, you blacks.
When you go to filing papers.
Right. You got to go to them to file.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna seek.
See?
You know what I'm saying? Justice. Your oppressors.
You can expound on that. How the Moors, like the brother just said, the Moors. Now we talking about going to get paperwork. Notary. Where you got to go to get that from? You see that? We getting our freedom from who? You got some paperwork, now you think you good? That's the same thing with brothers out there that got $10 million in the bank. It's the same thing. It means nothing. It's vanity, bro. It's false hope, man. Destroyed. We're mentally destroyed trying to find some shit instead of coming back to the Heavenly Father, man. Okay, now jump down to, and nakedness, and in one of all things, read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
See, you got to pay attention to these words. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. You Google, you put out your smartphone, and you Google yokes of iron. Y-O-K-E of iron. Yoke of iron in your Google and your smartphone, and you click images. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he had destroyed thee. Now you're mentally destroyed. Now you think you damn free, man. Because the chains came off. All they did was use paperwork to make a prison system. Now make up some crimes and laws, throw you niggas in jail. Another example, they legalized marijuana, but let your black ass get caught with a joint walking down the street. Guess where you going? You see? All right, now jump down to verse 49.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Again, the Most High shall bring a nation, a nationality of people against thee from far. Right? And from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fly. These are key words, the eagle. Look on the back of your quarter. Look on the back of your dollar. Look on the back of your currency. What's the symbol of Rome? Greeks, France, England. The damn eagle. As swift as the eagle flieth. And another key. A nation, a nationality, whose tongue, that means their language, they spoke Latin, whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Most High giving you key, this is what's going to happen to you. Most High left his people a paper trail, brothers and sisters, and it's the Holy Bible. Stop running from it. The Bible's your history book. All them lures, all them books are compiled right in here. It's in the scriptures. You can't get around it. Right, verse 50.
Verse 50, a nation of fierce countenance.
A fierce countenance. There was no love, man. They came murdering and slaughtering. We know what they did, man. Read.
Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
They knocked grandma, granddaddy, all of them off, and knocked off your children, man, and rebreeded you. And taught you all the American and heathen customs. Now you happy birthday and everything else that follows after that. All right? Verse 54. A couple more in Deuteronomy 128. We're going to bring out a couple more, and that should be it.
So that the man, 54, so that the man that is tender among you.
The men, because tender among you, our men were showing love toward one another. Wasn't no hate. Leviticus 19:17. We weren't allowed to hate. That's one of our laws. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. So the man that is tender among you, we looked out for each other. We showed love to each other, man. Your wife's sick, your kid's sick, you need this, you need that. The brother that was tender among you, because we ain't like this no more. Read on.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate,
right,
his eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
That's what we dealing with today. Nigga, step on my shoe. Nigga, what you looking at? Nigga trying to looking at my lady. Your lady shouldn't be wearing tight ass pants with her titties hanging out. You see, we're way out of order, man. His eyes shall be evil toward his brother. That's what we dealing with in every hood across the earth, man. Not just here in America. Read.
And he shall
and toward
the children, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom.
Toward the wife of his bosom. Because we niggas, look, what you do, lay down on the chick and now you ready to leave. The hell is that? Read.
And toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave.
And that's what happens, man. That's all the child support. You see? And the remnant of his children which he shall leave. This happens, man. Single family households. Where's the European single family households? Where's the Chinese and Japanese single family households? Where's the Arab man single family households? The Africans, them ain't single family households. They don't play about that. But you only use so-called blacks and Hispanics and you Native American Indians, single family households. All women want to be independent. Only so-called black and Hispanic women want to be. Where's the independent with a white woman ain't talking about independent? No. That Beyonce shit, man. Beyonce and she ain't single.
Right.
I'm single. That's an agenda that's being pushed. And who's having to push that agenda? The Watch Birth of a Nation. The oppressor always had our people push the agenda, man. Only all women talking about independent women. Independent woman, now you have no kingdom. Independent woman, no kingdom.
Never.
Now you got no protection. But when some shit happened, oh my God, oh Jesus, now you're looking for a man for protection. But now you're independent, you good though.
Independent woman has a oppressor.
Yeah, see, that brother just brought us up. Now the independent woman has a woman. Now you want a woman that dress up like a man and wear a damn dildo. Destroyed. Destroyed. Jump down to verse 56. Now we're talking about the woman, right? 56. Good.
Verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground.
Which would not do what?
Adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground.
Because our women didn't even come outside. They didn't work. Women wearing pants. Women got construction jobs and shit like that. Our women were tender and delicate, man. Princess, queen, princess.
There's no queen. No,
I'm just saying that's what they think queen.
No, we ain't gonna tell them that.
You see what I'm saying? But princess,
right?
Because they want to. The woman is God. That's where all the other stuff takes off at. Giving the woman credit that came through the oppressor. Woman's God. Her sole of her foot upon the ground. She never did that, man. Princesses. We ask brothers all the time. When have you ever seen a princess wearing damn pants? In a cartoon, in the movies. And animated figures, doll figures, when or where seen a princess wearing damn pants. See, that's a heathen custom. That's not your custom. You know, you want to be like, look at your history. We just read history. Look at the history of why women wear damn pants now. That shit started back in the early 1900s after the Civil War when all these women wanted to challenge the men in the workforce. Now all women want to be like the damn heathen. Just like everything else. Everything that we tuck on is heathen customs, starting with birthdays. Why we say birthdays? Because that's when you get indoctrinated first. Your first year or two in the world. Happy birthday. You're taught idolatry. You're taught to go against your God right off rip. Okay? Her, which would not adventure to set her soul a foot upon the ground. Read on.
For delicateness and tenderness.
That's how our sisters are. Delicate, not independent woman. Read.
Her eyes shall be evil towards her husband of her bosom. And towards her son, and towards her daughter.
Bro, you see that happen all the time. Nigga, I don't need you. I got Section 8. Get out my house. I'm calling the police. You got some of our women, we read through the news. A woman took her kids and threw them off a bridge, bro. One sister right here in Tampa took her kids out into the Hillsborough River, man. Tired of taking care of her, talking about it was 2 birds, and took her kid and drowned in the river, man.
That's crazy.
These are the curses. We're reading curses. Did she just come off the wind one day and this is curses that only dealing with our people, man. You ain't seen other nations don't act out like this at large scales, man. We're only talking about God's chosen people. We read Deuteronomy 1:1. The Israelites, the Moors, the Jews. We're the people. Okay, now let's jump down to verse 64.
Verse 64, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Scatter thee among all people out through the diaspora. We read that in the Lures in part 1. Read.
From one end of the earth even unto the other.
We scatter everywhere. We all over the damn place. Read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
See that? Other gods. That's what we do. The first other god is what? Birthday, idolatry, you worshiping your damn self. Right? Then you get everything else. Merry Christmas. Some of our people, damn, like you were saying, 4th of July, they got red, white, and blue on. St. Patrick's Day, they were all wearing green. That's Irish, man. That's not your custom. Christmas. What's the one that's real dumb and ignorant is a tooth fairy, man. Yeah. This is what we're teaching our children. You're keeping a lie going. That's what you're doing. So you brothers, our people talking about they ain't indoctrinated. Now people come, let's say coming from other countries and like, man, they Americanized. Our brothers don't understand. You niggas, NFL, NBA, you're Americanized. You celebrate your birthday. You believe in Christmas. You're Americanized. You don't let your beard grow. You don't know your heritage, you have knowledge of self, you're Americanized. You're talking about your team, right? We're talking about my team. Ain't your damn team. You see, but we're bringing this information out to our people. We're just the time that we're living in, man. We're living in the information age. We tell people brothers in the streets all the time, now's the time to get your knowledge up. It ain't about getting your money up. Now, I ain't saying go live under a bridge, but now it's time to get your knowledge up. It ain't about getting your bank account and your credit up, man. You know who the hell you are. There's going to come a time you're not going to be able to get this knowledge, man. You're going to be stuck right where you at. All right? Even to the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods. That's what we're doing to this day. Talking about we're Moors, we get our paperwork. You see what I'm saying? Other gods. Again, birthdays, holidays, Christmas, all that other stuff. Islam, all that stuff. Other gods. Read on. Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. Right. Even wood and stone. And these are the gods which neither thou, us, nor our forefathers have known. Our forefathers did what? We king, that means household, your house, man, woman, children, right? Also, other gods that didn't know. So what? We were keeping new moon, Sabbath. We just read Sabbath in this book. Sabbath and feast days. That's our culture. That's our heritage, right? Now, let's go to, now we can jump. Now, go to Sirach 17:11. See, this book, Hidden Heritage. Let me show you something in here. Because we know one thing, right? We know that the so-called Africans, so-called Negroes, we know that's what they call them, this transatlantic slave trade, they come over here with butt naked in chains. So they ain't have no recollection of their history and what they were wearing, right? But the Northern Kingdom, or the so-called natives, the Mayans, the Olmecs that we were talking about, the other Moors, too, Jews, that were already here in the Americas first, right? Before Christopher Columbus and the conquistadors came. That's in this book, A Hidden Heritage. When we open this book, you get right to not even what page? Shoot. Page 1, introduction. You got a sister right there. What is she wearing? She's wearing fringes on the bottom of her garment. You see that? Hey, you see your brother got the dashiki on, but what's at the bottom of his garment? Fringes. Go ahead and read Sirach 17:11.
Sirach chapter 17, verse 11. Besides this, right, he gave them knowledge and the law of the life for an heritage.
He gave them knowledge and the laws of life for a heritage. That's what's given to us for a heritage. What's your heritage? Your custom, your culture, the ways of life. Sabbath days is our heritage. New moon days are our heritage. Feast of Tabernacles, Feast of Pentecost, Feast of Unleavened Bread. You see that? So besides this, he did what?
Gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage.
The laws of life is our heritage. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness. These are laws of life and are our heritage, man. Numbers 15:38. Because you see, I got fringes on the bottom of this dashiki. Fringes, man. This is our heritage right here. It's part of the heritage. You see the sister again, right here in this book. Sister got on fringes, man. It's history right here. It's part of your culture. Numbers 15:38.
Numbers 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
And the whole Bible's only saying that. Speak unto the children of Israel. That's you Moors, that's you Jews, you Negroes, you African Americans, all that. We're the Israelites, man. That's our God-given name. With 12 tribes of Israel, 12 sons of Jacob. So what did he say?
Speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
Right.
Throughout their generations.
How long?
Throughout their generations.
Throughout their generation. Everybody's supposed to be wearing fringes in your family. Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
A what?
A ribbon of blue.
You see the fringe with the ribbon of blue. Read on.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe that you may look upon it.
Do what?
And it shall be unto you for a fringe that you may look upon it.
So guess what? If you ain't got your fringes on, brothers, you can't look upon them. Read.
And remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
And do what? And remember all the commandments, not just the 10, all the commandments of the Lord and do and what?
And do them.
And do them. That's the whole point. Right? Joshua 1:8. He's going to give us something to give them some understanding. Because this is our history book. This ain't no damn religion, man. Joshua 1:8.
You might have to pick up for you, man. One of the brothers.
Okay.
And I got a slide. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that's written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
And we're going to conclude with that right there, man, because we got more classes. We touch on all topics, man. But right here, Joshua said, this book of the law shall not depart of thy mouth. Matthew 15:24. We're going to close with that. This book of the law, that's what this is. This ain't no religion. Book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. Why? Because it's we just read, besides this, he gave them what? Knowledge and the laws of life for an heritage. So this book of the law shall not depart of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate then there day and night. Day and night, why? Because it's your heritage. That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. It's your heritage. Well, after that, what it say? For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. And then thou shalt have good success. So to be prosperous and successful in the Heavenly Father's eyes is to keep his covenant. All right? Not good credit score, not your bank account, not getting no more paperwork, man. Keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments and coming back to your heritage is going to be success. Right. So we're going to close out with Matthew 15:24, man.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24.
Right.
But he answered and said...
What he said? It's the Messiah.
But he answered and said... I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
And that's it right there. That's the conclusion of the whole matter. The Messiah. Okay, if you don't believe it, that's something you're going to have to deal with. The Messiah said he ain't sent but unto the lost sheep. Now who is that? The people that don't know who they are. The people that are destroyed. The people that call themselves Moors. Jews, Negroes. They don't even know they Jews. That's why when we go out, we tell people, hey, we the real Jews. But Moors, we call ourselves Moors. We call ourselves African American. All these bywords. He said, lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's the people that are lost. They don't know who they are. The lost sheep of the house of Israel is who the Heavenly Father is dealing with. And that's what we're coming back to. And that's only coming to redeem. The earth, right now, this truth is coming out of who God's chosen people are, man. You get on board. We tell brothers, you get on board or you get rolled over, man. So that's what it is. Hope brothers will edify. We got more information in other videos. You scroll up our page, YouTube, Periscope. We know y'all just, y'all people, y'all wonder like what's going on. We had to bring out this more thing, man, because that's huge in our community, our so-called conscious community. And I understand that's another rabbit hole, it's another byword. And we're just providing the information. And hey, whether you hear it or bear, the sincere ones love it. The ignorant ones gonna stay in that rabbit hole. All praise to the Most High, man.
Stay in hell, man. Let me get something. One of the little clothes I should.
Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 26, verse.
You want the alabaster?
Yeah, I get something. Now, when the Messiah was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat.
Right.
But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When the Messiah understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman, for she hath wrought a good work upon me? For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this that this woman hath done be told for a memorial of her.
All praises to the Most High. Every time we bring out the gospel, which is the truth, right? The Messiah said, bring this woman out that did a wonderful work for him, man. That's what we're going to do every time we bring the gospel out, man. So all praise to the Most High. Hope people are edified and it's understanding. Hope you coming back to your heritage, man. This should be very educational for some of our brothers out there that are really sincere and trying to dig and find some truth, man. To this life and what's going on, man. So part 1 and part 2 is we did it for our people because we love our people, man. Right? And I just got to hit it with this since I said gospel, man. Because you really don't understand the gospel. Matthew 24:14. This gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. You got to understand that. This gospel, because you know the Bible been around for 100 years, man, but not the truth of who the people are. So this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, man. Everybody got to understand that this is about a chosen people, God's chosen people, and that's them so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native American, scattered throughout the four corners, man. For a witness unto all nations, all nationalities have to witness this, man. So we don't just tell our people, other nations are figuring out too, like, damn, those are God's chosen people, man. We've been lied to also. Unto all nations, and then shall the end come, man. So this gonna have to go all out to get into the earth, and then right now we're seeing some changes right now. All right, so all praise to the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? The sincere ones love it. And the ones like, again, that want to stay in that rabbit hole, hey, Most High ain't dealing with you. And there's scriptures that prove that. Right.
My people wake up.
Wake up.
We getting played on a major level.
Listen up.
We being lied to about who we are. And it's our ignorance that's destroying us.
Yeah.
That's destroying us.
Yeah. You too can get a piece of that. They need to hear it. The world's greatest story never told.
This is what I'm talking Israel. The world's greatest story never told. This is what I'm talking Israel.
The world's greatest story never told.
So what's history saying? Just a slave, but never mentioned.
Heavy, brother, things be getting heavy, boy.